All right, we're all set up here to make one of these quote graphics out of a simple MP3 file. So what you'll need is first MP3, some sort of picture that you want for the background, and then that's pretty much it. Everything else should be here with your Premiere project, Photoshop project, and an After Effects project. First thing I do is the After Effects project. Everything should be set up pretty clean in here for you. Quotes After Effects project. We'll take our audio, which will be Hef's audio from the teleconference. Goes in here in your project folder. Drag his MP3 down to this little thing, and that's going to give you a new timeline with the settings already set up and everything. Go over to a previous project. In this case, I already have Hef set up with an old audio. Grab this black solid. I just did Command C and paste it into the new one. It should go right above your MP3. You'll see that that does not give you any waveforms yet, but it will once you do this step. Go to Effects Control, change this spectrum to Hef's audio, and now you'll see those waves bouncing up and down. You can add to those with the maximum height value here. Say you want them to go higher, just increase that number, and you should see them bounce a little bit more. But 10 to 18 should do fine for you. Hef was a little quiet, so bump it up to 20. So save, and now you are done with After Effects. Go over to Premiere, which will take a second to load. All right, here's our Premiere project. So we got two timelines set up for you. First is the quote square, which you've been seeing. There's also a different one here, which is the waves one, which is just a 16 by 9 version. But we'll stick to quote square here. In order to get that After Effects waveform into Premiere, just drag it over into your project folder. You should get a pop-up like this, which asks you which composition you want to run. Takes a little bit to connect. We want Hef's audio. Hef's audio. Now you have Hef's audio. Take that over into your timeline. Let's make this a little bigger. Should go as your second video layer. We already got the quotes PSD laid in here. And then at that point you can cut to whatever sound you want to need. Spacebar, play it for you. 80% of your team qualified for the national tournament. Pretty good. So obviously there was some excitement. You'll notice here his levels are kind of low. You want them up here in the 12-ish, 6-ish range. If you just right click audio gain, you can give him a little bump. Now he's up there a little better. Let's say you want this audio. Put it back up to the front. PSD will go cover that up. So everything's there bouncing up and down. Now you want to change this quote PSD. You can edit that. Right click the file. Edit in Photoshop. Should bounce you up pretty here with the quote. This one's already done. But you know, you can you want in here. Brown. And that should change this once I hit Control S and save in Photoshop. Go back here, it'll fix it right there. So we're done in Photoshop. Save that, don't need that anymore. Now we just need to add our picture. So this is the picture we had picked out. Hef's picture. Throw that in our files. Bring that over to our timeline. Change it to the size we want. Put it up there. See what maybe make them a little bigger. And that's it. So now we got whatever we think is good here. They heard of it, but it was the official word from their staff that this wasn't going to happen. Let's just make this a little shorter just for first they heard of it, but it was the official word. Alright, there we go. We got 18 seconds of Hef coming out. File, export, media. Set, let's call this Hef's square final. Save. Export should go fairly quickly here if it's a pretty small file. And if you're working with a few minutes, it might take a while, but it shouldn't take more than a minute or two to export. This one will be really quick since it's only 18 seconds. And it should go right there. And now we have our final product.